I don't even know what the temperature is right now, but it's hot. But Rocky wanted to walk in it, so. I mean, I don't mind walking in it, but I can't leave him up in the room all by himself. He always wants to get those sticks. But yeah, I can't leave him up in the room all by himself. He'll chew on things, wreck things up. Plus, I don't feel like hearing him whine and cry. That's what he'll do. Unless I put him in the crate and then give him a bone. But still, like I said, not that I really have to come out here long. As long as I'm walking for 20, 30 minutes, he gets some fresh air. I'm not going to make him sit out here in this. I don't mind sitting down in it, getting steps in, but, I'm not going to make him suffer. That's the only thing that sucks about the summertime is the fact that he won't walk very long. But it is what it is. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm most likely working Saturday. I asked the foreman about it. He's like, yeah, from what I understood, because from what I know, he doesn't know much English. So I think he said that we're working Saturday. I'll make sure tomorrow. But get that done. Get my 56 hours in. And then deal with my one day off. I don't know what time we get off on Saturday. It really all depends. Some foremans let you get off at 12. Some foremans let you get off at 1. Some, depending on how much work there needs to be done, some of them won't be getting off till like 4. But it really all depends. I don't really know. Because I never really worked with him. Like I said, I worked with him at the other job when he became a foreman, but he wasn't the only foreman there. And this is like about a year ago, his last summer. It was right after I got taken off the dozer because it broke, and I got moved to the other job, and he was moved over there with the big boss's son and the dozer. So, I don't know. He seems like a nice guy, like I said. But this job, it's not as bad as the other job, at least right now at the moment. Yeah, there's a lot of safety stuff like PPE and all that stuff that you have to wear. But to be honest, I'm never out of my truck. The only time I'm ever out of my truck is walking to my truck while I'm at work, if I'm either going to lunch, if I decide to go, or I'm going to the bathroom and then going home. Other than that, I'm never out of my truck. I might peek my head out, open up the door for a second stretch, but other than that, I'm never out of my truck. I'm sitting down all day long. So I got a pretty decently easy job in the sense of physical labor. But don't get me wrong, that rock truck can beat you to hell if you're not careful. If you're not on the right job and you're on a job like full of rocks, or don't get me wrong, if it's full of rocks and you're on a dozer or loader, that thing will beat you worse than you're on a rock truck. But if the road isn't smooth, you're going to be beating yourself up. But like I said, haven't really had to deal with that because there isn't really many long hauls, and a lot of the hauls are really like easy, flatter terrain, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm cool with it. Like I said, I'm just waiting to get my RV and get my tow vehicle so I can start using that and then eventually get my piece of land. Yep. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my piece of land. I want to own it. Up here, it gets hot on that ground. But not many people get to own certain things. I remember a guy on YouTube, Southern Life, he mentioned something about the housing market and how people with mortgages, it's gonna kind of suck for them because they are, most of the people out there, their mortgages are owned by the bank technically. They're paying the bank money because they just pulled out a loan. And he's like, yeah, if you don't pay your mortgages, then you're gonna lose your home. It's gonna go foreclosure. I commented, I was like, yeah, but you said the same thing for a truck, a $60,000 truck. You can say the same thing about an apartment that you're paying $2,000-$3,000 for. I will say that he's not wrong, but at the same time, he's leaving out other things. And I own my car. He doesn't. He still owes over 67, whatever it is. I don't know. He changes the number all the time. One time you hear him saying it's 30,000. Other times he says 60. Then other times he says 70. So I don't know. Why do you keep going on the road, man? It's hot. That road is hot, dude. Get over here. But, if he doesn't, one thing I've noticed, he needs to be humble. He likes to brag about a lot of things, especially whenever it comes to money. Like, I've seen people talk about, get a real job, because he's he's making videos now about, about Uber, and he's going along and talking about, I don't need to get a real job. I made $10,000 last month. I'm like, why do you gotta brag about what you make? Be humble on what you got. Because one of these days, it could be taken away, Like, any one of us could be in that position where we lose out on money because of our job, whatever the case may be. But my point being is the fact that he's not really humble about things, and it's kind of annoying. But I'm going to get him in because he's being really annoying. But that's just my little rant about that. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think.